What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for MLB Wednesday, July 5th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's MLB slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, we have an 11-game MLB slate tonight. So let's take a look at the pitcher position. So I like Bobby Miller. He's pitching against a low-salary batting team, the Pittsburgh Pirates. Bobby Miller giving up a .689 OPS versus righties, facing 4 righties here tonight. So he's giving up a .560 OPS versus lefties, only 2 lefties tonight, so the splits aren't fantastic. But Bobby Miller is $9,900 FanDuel salary, $1,600 less on DraftKings, and this is a low salary batting team. There's no pitches versus the Pirates yet, so I still like this play, even though the splits aren't as good as they could be here on the pitcher side. But he's averaging 28 fantasy points per game on the season. Now, what I like about this pick is he is averaging 6.4 innings pitched per game. So that's a pretty good average there. I think it's the highest on the slate right now. And he's got an ERA of 4.23. Record is 4-1. So I like Bobby Miller here versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Okay, let's take a look at the catcher first base position. I like Brandon Belt. He's got a 93% batting advantage here over Lance Lynn. Brandon Belt batting 51% better versus righty pitchers. Lance Lynn pitching his worst ball versus lefty batters, 42% worse than his other pitches, giving up a 1.027 OPS versus lefties. So I like this pick because Brandon Belt is 5 for 13 here versus Lynn. That's a .385 batting average. And he's only $2,700 FanDuel salary, $300 more on DraftKings, averaging 8 fantasy points per game on the season. He has a batting average of .259, scored fantasy points in 4 out of his last 5 games. So I like Brandon Belt here versus Lance Lynn. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won. And then we'll send you $25 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the second base position. I like Ha-Seong Kim with a 26% batting advantage here over Patrick Sandoval. Ha-Seong Kim batting 19% better versus lefty pitchers, batting a .823 OPS versus lefties. Patrick Sandoval pitching his worst ball versus righty batters, giving up a .702 OPS versus righties. So there's no at-bats versus Sandoval yet. Ha-Seong Kim is $3,000 FanDuel salary, $1,400 more on DraftKings, averaging 10 fantasy points per game on the season. He has a batting average of .257, but he's been on fire, scoring fantasy points in all 5 of his last games. 4 of those were over a score of 9, and then 3 of those were over a score of 15. So he's been hot, so I like Ha-Seong Kim here versus Patrick Sandoval. Okay, let's take a look at the third base position. I like Justin Turner. He's batting against John Gray. So Justin Turner, he's batting a .734 OPS versus righties, John Gray only giving up a .561 OPS versus righties as well. But Justin Turner, the reason I like this pick, he's 13 for 39 here versus Gray. It's a .333 batting average, a .973 OPS with a huge sample size. 2 of those hits were home runs. He's 3,300 FanDuel salary, 600 more on DraftKings, averaging 11 fantasy points per game on the season, scored fantasy points in 4 out of his last 5 games, has a batting average of .279. So I like Justin Turner here versus John Gray. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, let's take a look at the shortstop position. So here's a value play. I like J.P. Crawford. He has a 42% batting advantage over Alex Cobb. J.P. Crawford batting 32% better versus righty pitchers, batting a .760 OPS versus righties. Alex Cobb pitching his worst ball versus lefty batters, giving up a .701 OPS versus lefties. So J.P. Crawford is 3 for 8 here versus Cobb. It's a .375 batting average with a 1 OPS. He's only 2,800 FanDuel salary, 400 more on DraftKings, averaging 9 fantasy points per game on the season. He has a batting average of .250, and he scored fantasy points in all 5 of his last games. So I like J.P. Crawford here versus Alex Cobb. Okay, moving on to the outfield position. Home run hitter I like on the slate is Fernando Tatis Jr. But if you're looking to save some salary at this position, take a look at Ian Happ. He's got a 24% batting advantage over the low salary pitcher Adrian Hauser. Ian Happ batting 24% better versus righty pitchers. So Ian Happ is 3 for 10 here versus Hauser. He's got a .962 OPS. He's 3,200 FanDuel salary, 700 more on DraftKings, averaging 10 fantasy points per game on the season, has a batting average of .253. So I like Ian Happ here versus Adrian Hauser. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this MLB slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.